Good morning, everybody. Soulful here. How are you guys doing today? It's sunny. I've actually been sleeping in, making me a little bit late on my readings. I have been so busy. It's not even funny, but I'm kind of scheduling myself more. How are all of you doing? Whew. I have been having some pretty crazy dreams lately. A lot of just really intense dreams, and I think it's been affecting my sleep. Some of it's messages coming in, some of it's some things I'm going through in my own life. But it's like I just want to stay in bed and dream. I woke up last night at 3 in the morning, like on the dot. I woke up at 3, and I just started researching more history to my family, the Irish and Scottish side of my family yesterday, and uncovered some very interesting stuff. But I think it's kind of weird. I was just led to do it. I just woke up. It was something I had a dream about, and then I just woke up and I was like, I have to look this up. My family comes from the Maros, the McMorrows. I was researching the Gaelic and how far back that actually goes. And then I got led to Druidic information and seeing if there was any, descendants in registries for Druidic, and this is hard information to find. Okay, this is stuff like I was just researching. I found many different lists. I found a bunch of different stuff online. I kept going deeper and deeper, but there's something there that I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. I haven't really researched much on that side of, my mother's side. I haven't really researched that much. So there's something interesting going on there. Something to do with poets. They had a name. Poets that would predict the future. And then I got to the Tuatha stuff, and then I was just like, okay, we got to stop here. Like, I'm getting a little too deep here. All right, so let's see. We're going to talk more love today for my Lover's Oracle. What you guys want to hear today? I'm in a weird state. I'm kind of catatonic. It's strange. All right, let's get into this. What do you guys want to hear about today? What piece of wisdom could I possibly give you about? What do I know? Okay. What can I share with you? Okay. Okay, so we got this one. Nice back. It says, if you could do anything, what would it be? Ooh. I think of that kid. Have you ever had a dream? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. I was just talking about this, was it yesterday or the day before, with one of my clients that I'm mentoring right now. And I was basically talking about how our heart, in order for the mind to work in tandem with our heart, with our soul essence, we have to at least have an open heart to be able to communicate between both of those. And the heart is the essence. It's the seat of the soul. It's where our essence, our purpose, our soul purpose, where it is, where we align with it. And if you feel like you haven't found your purpose in life, your soul purpose, and I don't mean soul as in SOLE, I mean soul, your soul, okay? What is the purpose of your soul? Because we have been conditioned in society not to follow that. We've been taught, programmed to ignore our soul, to ignore our poles, to ignore. We get shoved, our minds become disconnected from our hearts. And this causes many issues. This causes addictions, this causes depressions. And then what happens is more garbage gets inside there. We think pills, therapists, like all these things are going to help us. And then we lose sight of ourselves. And then by the time you hit your 30s, you're kind of like, what the fuck? Who am I? You know, there's a lot of people out there who really, they don't understand their soul, their essence, their life force, their who they are. And the heart, this is what's wrong with society today. Okay, we've lost touch with the heart. We've lost touch with that, and I feel that that's because we're all up here. We're all in our mind. And yes, it's good to have a powerful mind, but what are you feeding it? What are you feeding it? Because whatever you feed it, whether it's fear or too much social media, too much garbage, too much TV, too much, you know, pills, like whatever the fuck, right? Whatever the fuck you're feeding into your heart. It's very important to know. You got to understand that we all have to understand, and I have to remind myself this, that the answer is in you. The answers are within you. You will know. They will come to you if you open your heart. And if your heart has been closed for a long time and it gets forced open, that's when the answers come in quicker. Everything out there keeps us from having that deep connection with not just our hearts, but our minds, our spirit, body, okay? That is important still. And source, creator. I'm so out of it, guys. I don't know if you can tell. I'm so out of it today. Let's pull one more. That's my thoughts on the heart, you know, and I do, when I mentor, I try to get people to look towards their center. You know, who are you? Because if you haven't uncovered that yet, there's still a lot that you need to uncover. There's so much. You're not just a slab of meat walking around on this spinning ball in the middle of the universe. You're not just a slab of meat. And a lot of people, they're like, well, there's nothing more than what we have here. You're born and then you die and then that's it. And no, that's not true. There's so much more. It's endless. It's endless. It keeps going. Okay. I can't even begin to describe to you the things I've seen in the past 4 years and the things I've experienced and grown from. When I was 19 years old, I was in a car accident where it was a T-bone. Okay, and the car accident, I had a younger girl with me in the car, and the car, it was a truck. It was like a construction truck. We were going on a freeway, a highway. We're on a highway. We were driving, and the guy he was in the oncoming lane, and he fell asleep at the wheel. And when he fell asleep at the wheel, his truck, it came into my lane. He basically veered off into my lane. And I was coming up. It was sort of an incline. Okay, I was coming up this hill. And I don't know why I'm talking about this. There's a reason I'm talking about this. And basically, I had a choice. Okay, and the choice was veer off into another car and hurt them, okay, badly at the speed I was going in front of them. I had a split second to make a decision when I came up, or turn right and fly off a cliff, okay? So the only choice was to literally impact. And I chose impact. The girl next to me didn't have her seatbelt on. She didn't have her seatbelt on. And So I also had to make the choice to protect her, because when we impacted into this truck, and it was like a construction site truck, okay? It was big. It had tons of debris in it. It's the kind that carry away all the stuff, you know, pieces of the houses and things like that to go bring it. It's like time freezes. You know, I don't know if any of you have been in any kind of car accident or anything like that. Time froze, you know, and my choice was to instinctively reach over to her. I was the driver, so I reached over to her and I put my arm over her. This caused injury. I had a lacerated liver from the seatbelt. It dug into me and it broke my leg in half because the impact completely rolled the top of the car. It completely made the God, I cannot think right now. This is me without coffee, guys. The hood of the car completely wrapped around the engine. Okay, that's what happened. And the impact of hitting the side of the truck, it caused my leg, my right leg, to break in half, the tibia and fibula. You know the two bones you have right here, right? They went like that. Okay, and now I have metal in my leg. I have metal in my right leg, titanium rod. They were actually able to save the leg. They thought they might not be able to, but they were able to. They did surgery at the hospital. I was in intensive care for a very long time. And now I have forever in my body screws and metal, okay? They're always going to be in my right leg. My leg works, but I'm scarred. I'm scarred for life on my leg. But, you know, I'm just a bit of a cyborg now. That's how I consider it. You know, there's nothing weird about me. I have a slightly different walk than I used to when I was younger. I had to learn to walk again. I had to learn to compensate, and I did it all on my own, right? And the purpose of this story is the girl that was with me in the car. She was an old friend of mine. It was his sister. She almost flew through the windshield. She could have flown straight through the windshield and probably died. But all she walked away with was a scar on her forehead because her head went into the windshield. And she walked away with a cut, okay? It was a deep cut because the glass was in her head, okay? But she survived, and so did I. If I had wasted even 1 second of my time being selfish and only considering my life at that moment, another life would have been lost. I chose a heart-based decision that if I was going to be the one who was more injured, that's okay. That was okay, even if it meant I had to take one of my hands off the wheel. I chose with my heart, you know, with courage. That's not a choice of logic. That's not a choice of the mind and facts. I didn't sit there wasting my time going, okay, well, the trajectory of how this car is going to go and blah, 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 like, you know, or I could, you know, go this way and that way. But like, I made a decision. So in those moments when you have to make a choice with your heart. Okay, make a choice out of courage and truth. Because if you're making a choice based solely on the mind, right, use both. Use both if you can. But if you're making a choice, you got to act with courage, have the strength to fight for what it is that you're fighting for. If you don't, you may regret it later, right? Sure, you'll learn. Maybe next time I should have trusted my heart. I should have trusted what was a better choice. And in the society that we live in today, we are taught not to trust that. We're taught to trust everything else and everyone else and what everybody else says. And, you know, you shouldn't even trust me. You should. I'm totally trustworthy. But yeah, you should trust yourself first. And if you can't trust yourself, and you're looking to others all the time, your decisions will be based on something else instead of what your heart says. And that girl, she got in contact with me. I didn't see her again after the accident for many, many years. And she contacted me again about mid last year. And she wanted to talk. And she wanted to heal from what happened. All of our actions have consequences, right? I'll never forget the choices I've had to make with my heart ever since I was young. You know, it's just, if you're a fighter, if you're a warrior, you know what I'm talking about. And I think most of the people who come to my channel are fighters or warriors. They get drawn here. A lot of your comments, such amazing comments and stories, things you've shared with me via email, Instagram, and messages, things people have said to me like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You've helped me so much. And, you know, someone asked me how I actually do my tarot, and I told them it was a big bowl of Wheaties in the morning. No, really, it's psychic shit, okay? And it's intuition, it's abilities, it's picking up energies via the heart center, okay? So through the heart, I tune it. It's a tuner. The heart is a massive tuner to emotional frequency, and I can pick up on that as well, and I utilize my intuition. I trust my intuition 100%, right? So this was a good card today, I think. If you could do anything, what would it be? What would it be? What would your heart tell you? Well, you know, it dwells in your heart, not in your mind. That's where true courage resides. I'm telling you, it's in the heart, because that's where your soul is. And in that very moment that I made that choice, I followed my soul path. So every moment you make a choice with your heart, you're following your soul path. Okay, let's pull one more message and then I'm going to go, because this is getting into 20 minutes and I got to do my air readings today for you guys. And yes, always in the description box below each video, you can see where you can book personals with me, okay? That's how you do it. You either email me and we work it out, or you can book me straight on Fiverr, and there you can see my reviews as well. See if you like what people say. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So, I don't know what that's about, but someone needed to know that. They know that they're trying, they need to know they're trying too hard. Maybe that's for me. Shit, maybe I'm trying too hard. No, look at me. I'm so lazy right now. Should be doing my readings, but I'm not. Okay. So I will see you guys in my air sign readings. And I do want to say thank you for everybody who has subbed to my channel and is enjoying my readings and my abilities when they book a reading with me. And for those who are curious how my readings work, it's very simple. Okay, I don't, there's nothing extravagant, and I get very into the energies of source with you. They're a lot more personal than my generals, just so you know that. And I pick up on your energies and the energies of a person if you're asking about them. But I don't predict the future. I just tell you the best thing to work with the energies that you have right now, and the best choices and options for you and stuff like that. And messages from source, messages, spiritual messages too. And so, yeah, it's very personal. It's just an audio file I send you. I can do video readings, but that is entirely up to you, because most people don't have time to schedule a video reading with me. Okay, I will see you guys in my readings. Bye.